Canada, top of the table, undefeated. What a week in China for Team Canada. For just the third time at a World Women's, a team has gone through a round robin. Perfect. Rachel Homan and the team locking up the #1 seed. So that opens the door for Russia to take second place. 3 straight bronze medals. Anna Sidorova wants to move up the podium now. She has a chance to guarantee herself a top 2 finish. So it is Canada, Russia, 1-2 page playoff next. The championship weekend is here on this Friday night in Beijing. As we say hello, Canada, welcome back to our continuing coverage of the World Women's Curling Championship, presented by Ford of Canada. The Canadians were idle last night for draw 17, and we finally sorted it all out. Denmark win their first. Russia, rolling right along, beats China. Scotland over Czech Republic, and Korea knocks off the former champion Alina Petz of Switzerland. So, were there tiebreakers? No, surprisingly. Canada, Russia, Sweden, Scotland, there are your top 4. U.S. 1 game off the pace. And then you see Switzerland at 6 losses on through China. Mingyu Wang suffered 9 at home, setting up the championship weekend. Sweden, Scotland will play Saturday in the 3-4 page playoff. But coming up, it is the 1-2 page playoff, Canada against Russia. Cheryl Russ alongside as the Canadians warm up, and this entire week, 11 straight wins, was all about preparation.
Yeah, and they've known for a while with the latest preparation about how they deal with this playoff stuff. The big thing is on the left there, those rocks, those 8 rocks. You've got to get the pairs matched up the way you want them so you know what you're doing in the finals.
As for Russia, after a so-so start, including a loss to Canada, boy, 6 in a row.
Yeah, after day 3, they were 2-3, now on a 6-game winning streak. And interestingly enough, after that big loss to Switzerland, they replaced their second, who's now also on a 6-game winning streak as well.
So it is Canada against Russia. It is the 1-2 page playoff from Beijing.
The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
So let's meet these two teams meeting in this 1-2 page playoff. The Canadian champions out of the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Rachel Homan, has a bronze medal, a silver medal at the Worlds, would love a gold here in Beijing. The Russian champions from the Moskvich Curling Club, skipped by 26-year-old Anna Sidorova. Make a note, the second Alina Kovaleva has come in, and it means that Alexandra Raeva is sitting, and it's really helped bring this team together. They won 6 in a row, including 2 crucial games yesterday on the final day of round robin. 3 straight bronze medal for this Russian team out of Moscow, as they moved up the table to finish second and move in front of Sweden and Scotland. Sweden, Scotland will play in the 3-4 page playoff, and of course you know how this works. Canada goes on to the gold medal game if they win. The loser of this one will drop into that semifinal against the winner of that 3-4 page playoff. Canada, by virtue of that 11 straight undefeated record, you only get choice of 1 at the world level. You don't get 2 as you do at home, both the hammer and the stones. So Canada has elected to take the last rock, so that's why you see the hammer by their name. Russia has elected stones. They've picked the red. Canada, the yellow. And here we go in this 1-2 page playoff. This is Kira Ezek to get us going.
Well, this is the sheet that Canada, it was their least favorite sheet, sheet C. They were wondering whether the playoffs were going to be on B or C, and it ended up on C. But they had a really good practice at noon today, matched some rocks, so I'm sure they'll be comfortable coming in with what they have.
I think that's the key thing. It might not be the sheet, it might be the rocks, and they don't have to take rocks off as C. You can take, in the Canada's case, any yellows in the building, so they've obviously picked out their favorites. The key is match them up. If Rachel's got two she likes, Emma's got two she likes, make sure the four of them match.
Interestingly enough, they usually pick stones, Lisa said, back end stones, not necessarily the lead stones that Lisa would like.
Well, we did that too. I know at our Olympics, the 6 of the 8 we used in the playoffs were my rocks, and it's you find out who likes to match rocks. Some people are better at it than others, and I think in the case of the back end, they're the ones that have to be the most comfortable. So why not use their rocks?
Well, and for Canada, they had yellow, which was an advantage for 3 of their last 4 games. So they would have been able to get a really good read on some yellow stones that they were comfortable with.
Team Russia, we've watched them forever. They're always changing positions.
And here she is, the birthday girl. Let's wish a happy birthday to Lisa Weigel. Third time at a World Championship. Always celebrated her birthday, but would like a different present this year, the gold medal. Wanted to say a special hello to her mom and dad, Brenda and Ted, who are watching this morning, as we're just past 7 a.m. Eastern time, and wanted to say to both of you that she's missing you both, and she'll see you soon. And here she is. This is the coming off the bench is Alina Kovaleva. She's a 24-year-old out of St. Petersburg, a former world junior champion of 2013.
Well, Rayeva, the original second, was only at 78%, so they put in Alina, and she's played the last 6 games and has put in 85% in those last 6. So probably a good move when you're playing against Joanne Courtney, who's at 90%.
And Rayeva and Kovaleva played together on that 13 gold medal junior team.
Good, normal. Should we pause it?
So let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with Russia.
Well, just as we talked about that front end, the Russian cold front, and so they did something about it. They actually replaced Rayeva and put her in with Elena, and I think that's going to be the challenge for Team Canada. And then eyes wide open, when you're playing Team Canada, you really have to watch Rachel specifically for those big shots that'll come up out of nowhere, the big shots to save an end, and also watch for tactical errors or opportunities.
And we'll go a little deep now and settle at the back edge of the 4. Keys for Canada.
Well, 11-0, so it's all about they've already done what they wanted to do, so it's graduation day here. This is a chance. Just win this game here, you're guaranteed a medal for your country. And for Rachel Homan and Team Canada, the key here is path to your house. You have to be able to figure those paths out, as Rachel always nicknames them. It's reading the ice. They've already got the rocks they want. They've already got the hammer. It's all about reading the ice.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. I just thought that maybe with that stone going to the back edge that she might do something here, Rachel.
So the corner, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Because we've talked all year about how Rachel's changed up her strategy a little bit, trying some different things, knowing that she's got a chance to go to the Olympic trials and represent Canada here. She has been throwing the corner guard a lot this week. She did it a lot at the Scotties, but being a big game like this, you can just see why you'd revert back to your old habits.
You know, and further to what Russ said about paths to the house, mapping out the ice, isn't that one of the strengths not only of Rachel but of so many Canadian teams? But in this particular Worlds, this and finding all the hills, the valleys, of a sheet of ice. That is right to Homan's strength.
Oh, it is. You know, it's, as we've said it a few times, gone are the days where the front end can just kind of ride along. It's been, and these guys do it better than most, where they're always engaged. And I think that really allows them, they've talked about, both Lisa and Joanne, that it allows them to play better being that engaged, but it also allows the team to play that much better because they're all paying attention. Nothing gets by them when you've got 4 players all watching pass and paying attention to the stones. I think the most telling conversation was, I don't know what end it was, at 4th or 5th end of a game, and Rachel came down to throw, and Joanne goes, "You've only thrown this spot 3 times."
Unbelievable.
The awareness is incredible.
You see the team playing the Yellowstones, as Cheryl mentioned. Yes, you've got your name tag on, thank you. Cheryl mentioned that they did have a noon practice, noon Beijing time, to match stones. One thing that has also helped, 3 of their last 4 games, they played with yellow stones.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. You know, and it's funny with the matching, they all pull the stat sheets out and look at what percentage of draws were made with the third stones, what percentage of draws with the skip stones. Sometimes that is the decision, because you can have a second that's played 90% in a game but threw a lot of hits.
Right.
Well, I, as a back-end player, don't want those stones. I want stones that somebody played 85% and they made a lot of draws. So just a process of going through, and they would have a system set in place.
Keep watching. Whoa. Da, 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 da. Whoa.
It'll be interesting going forward here. We talked about all the data that both the teams would compile over the week and against each other. Team Russia's just thrown 7 out turns. So is Canada, for that matter, because that's just the shot they're playing. But I think as the game goes along, you'll see Rachel Homan call for a lot more interns, because there's a few weak spots in the Russian lineup on the intern side.
So after starting last Saturday and going through yesterday with 4 sheets in play, now we're down to just 1 sheet. It's the championship weekend, sheet C. Often talk about how the ice will be a little different with just the 1 sheet. Air flows are different. Not as many players obviously moving around.
The crowd it's responding to the fact that this is dead on the button.
Not a ton of weight. Yeah. Just the straight side. So I wanted to make sure we didn't float.
Not everybody in the building's a hardcore curling fan.
No, they're not. But again, this is all about, they've invited a lot of people in to watch this week. It's a big building. Mentioned 17,000 seats. But this is all in preparation of the Winter Olympics in 2022. Read an article this morning that Chinese have approached the NHL, and they want the NHL to invest, come over to China as
Are you throwing this?
to help make the game of hockey more popular. In fact, they expect in the next couple of days that the NHL will announce exhibition games in Beijing and Shanghai this coming fall.
Huh, that would be amazing.
Off. Clean. Really nice.
So disappointment to the crowd, but a blank goes on the board. Canada, Russia. It's the 1-2 page playoff in Beijing. It's a somewhat chilly night in Beijing. Just 4 degrees presently, heading down to a overnight low of the freezing mark. Beijing Capital Indoor Stadium that opened back in 1968, hosting the World Curling Championships for a second time. 2014, Thomas Ulsrud won the men's championship that year. A blank in the first means that Team Canada and Rachel Homan will once again have the last rock here in 2, playing the Yellowstone.
This is the first time for this Russian team in the 1 versus 2 game. They said that, you know, they're always talking about improving. They've had, what, 3 bronze medals in the Worlds, and so an advantage for them not to be in the 3-4 game. They get 2 chances. That's a huge step up for them.
Yeah. It curls here, too.
Yeah, make him down. I'll give you good weight.
And if you like numbers and you believe in them, since the Page Playoff began in 2005, the winner has always come out of the 1-2 game.
Yes, yeah. It's very telling.
So you believe in the numbers?
I do. Well, you know, especially with the 1 versus 2, because I think you get those 2 chances.
So we've got a center guard, one on the corner covering the 8-foot.
A long enough center guard, too, that there'll be some soft shots made here, trying to get something buried.
Alina Kovaleva is from St. Petersburg. And there she, with her curling team, there is the skip. Oh, they did well to hold it just to make contact, and it will just hold on to the back edge.
Man, that almost hit the guard on the way by, too.
You can see almost all of it on the out-turn side.
Fantastic technique from Alina. I love the delivery's very solid.
Like, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you an nice extension. Right out to her.
I think what Team Russia does, we've talked about it for years, where they're flipping around and even halfway through a game, but not unlike we do in hockey. And I think there's some merit in it. Alina's, as you said, 7% better. That's a lot. Why not?
Yeah, and it's not something you do if you've never done it before, but they're comfortable with it. That's something they do all the time. Team Canada, that might throw them off.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good time to start that.
No.
Oh, it's walking over. Don't need to. Don't need to. Nope, never.
7. Good. Nice shot, Joe. Good shot.
Interesting play to take the wide side. I used to love to do that because the surface is so wide. It's international ice surface. There's no frost this early in the game. There's no reason why it isn't up to speed out wide. Brilliant shot.
And interesting, just look at the reaction of Anna Sidorova. She had to really think about this.
And that's what you want to do. And that's what I actually think Russia does to most other teams. They're kind of unpredictable. Their strategy isn't, they don't play by rote. They always have something different coming at you. And I think that can be tough on a lot of teams. But I think Team Canada just did the same to Russia.
So away goes the guard. There's still the center to be used, and that's what they'll try and use now.
Just a beautiful come around.
Okay. So pretty big adjustments here.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Even if we get full 12, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, right through. Got it, guys.
Like it though.
Gotta be here.
Hog to hog time is what?
It's been close to 14. So we'll see what it's running now early in the game.
7.
Don't want to be deep here.
No, we can't right now.
Could over curl if it's deep.
Can't. Sit. Nice weight, Joe.
And just look at that late finish. It'll stop just in front of the tee line, but is showing probably half a stone, if not more.
At least. Incredible. We talked about this sheet having a little more curl. I talked to my brother Glenn, and he was saying that this sheet has the most curl of all of them. Now that, but you put some new rocks out here too. You never know what that's going to do.
Whoa. Sweep. Whoa, whoa. Sweep. Wow, нет. Sweep. Да. Whoa.
Kira.
It's not going like crazy. Let's make sure we stick around.
Board?
Yep.
Hey, true board, I think.
Yeah, up to speed in here.
They're going to try and roll away, but they said if it came up, it wouldn't be bad because it's edge to edge for nose. There would be a tough time getting a roll in behind that center guard. I think the plan is to roll right out to the wings.
Easy. Just board.
In doing that, you're still, Russ, keeping it 2 alive, right?
That's the key thing.
Solid board.
You can't roll out. Even if you leave a double, you still have to make it.
Watch it now.
Good. Nice shot.
Oh,
And it does sit for them.
just perfect.
So there on the left, you see Alexandra Raeva. Their head coach is Svetlana Kalal, but it's the gentleman to the right who is most notable, I think, to us. As you see the Canadian bench on the left there, that is Dan Raphael, native of Montreal. And of course, the Canadian coach out of the University of Ottawa, and their psychology department is Adam Kingsbury. And you see Cheryl Kreviazuk, two-time CIS gold medal winner out of Wilfrid Laurier. She is the alternate. But Dan Raphael has traveled the world as a curling teacher and curling coach. Places such as China, Italy, Czech Republic, Turkey, and now in Russia, where he's been primarily working with their mixed doubles program.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of intel from a lot of different countries.
We'll try to go to back four-ish. The spot ran nice on Lisa's. This is going to curl
Chance
a little
here, just
earlier, so stay
kind of
close.
nestle up to that stone on the very far right.
Good. Close. Let's play. 5, 6. Okay, 7. I think we're there.
So show how much curl there is on these. And we didn't talk about this, but now down to a single sheet. You know, the ice team, Hans Vutrick, will have worked on this playoff sheet a little bit more. So maybe before we were seeing the sides a little high, those might be gone now because they've shaved, flattened it out again.
Pretty good. Really good. 14.
Still tons of curl here.
Здесь чуть больше я делаю, может вот так. Пробить тот. Может она не пробьет стоит. Ну да, конечно, но я понимаю. Давай тут срулим тогда. Да.
Elaine Dag-Jackson is the team leader for the Canadians.
No real reason to go after that one on the right-hand side as we're looking. You could jam that so fast. You're looking like giving up 2 here. Don't make it a 3.
Рите одна нравится, а мне, честно говоря, больше к нулю нравится. У меня прям какие-то подарки судьбы сегодня на камнях. Первого не сняла. Сейчас опять.
Тип. Алина, очень надо, очень надо.
Picked up early by Kovaleva and Ezek, and they did well. These two teams met in round robin very early last Sunday afternoon, and look at this, Canada, who had last rock opened with 3, and look at the scoreboard, back and forth and back, and then Russia got 3, finally pushed to an extra where Canada won at 10-9. The thing that stood out for me was here was Canada, supposedly one of the better teams, enforcing ones, and they couldn't.
Never, not through that entire game. It was a really well played game. Russia had, I think Russia was 80-some% in that game.
Anything, I'll be on the heavier side.
Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, Lisa was saying to us that Canada was still learning the stones, Russ. So,
yes,
trying to figure it out. And they were also on that outside sheet.
The ice wasn't as consistent that early in the week either.
All right, Liz. Hold it there. Nice throw.
Now today, it's all about what it seems to be the new
Nice brush.
word in curling, tolerance. You know, what
What was the weight like?
we're going to throw stones,
That was a solid control, probably.
and You explain to me what tolerance means.
Well, it's like, so the first stand, your tolerance would be on any hits would be to overthrow them because you've got a little bit more pebble. It's a little sticky. As the game goes on, your tolerance on a draw come around would be, especially for the three in front, the lead second and third, would be to be short of your target. So it's always what is the tolerance that gets the most out of the shot that you can use and avoids those misses.
Isn't that just something like Russ being light than heavy?
Yeah, exactly. It's knowing how to miss is the way I used to say it, and the buzzword's tolerance. But yeah, exactly. A good example was Russia rolled to the wide side as opposed to rolling in and set up that little pocket. So Sidorova can't go after that other yellow, and it's too dangerous. Whoa.
Pulls a little too far. So do you play the hit or do you draw?
You got to draw. You really do. They practice so many draws in the practice. They just go middle 12 foot here. You know this spot. The brushers know this spot. This is a way easier shot than a hit.
And Rachel's been great on her draw weight. 86% on draws this week, so no question.
What do you think? This was a 14-inch here. Yep. Low 14 is real close. What line are you in here?
Front end's always got an answer,
Just a
Russ.
little bit wider
Yeah,
than
it's
practice.
very true.
Where I'm at
Don't
hit,
they?
he'd,
Most front
super
ends
roll
aren't
down
like
nice.
that.
No,
You'd
just
say to them, what do you think it's doing here? Well, it's probably the
Okay,
same.
well, it's
Yeah.
nice outside.
Right. Exactly. Well coached.
You think Rach? All there? Yeah. Line's good. I'm just gonna take it outside. It's all there right now. Well then. Oh.
Not light. Yikes.
Unforced errors, you hate them.
Okay.
Big rotation.
Wow, not even close. And will raise the eyebrows
Exactly
of
what I tried to throw. I said all there. I thought back.
Rachel Homan. Has to settle for a single. It continues to roll on. Coverage of the NCAA March Madness. It's tonight as if the Sweet 16 continues. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on TSN 1 and 4. Number 1 ranked Gonzaga won last night. Oregon, the Ducks were a winner over Michigan. 6 p.m. Eastern time. As we welcome you back. Just don't expect that. You know, a throw through and you have a draw to the full 8, and she throws it to the bumper. So an unforced error. Rachel Homan has to settle for the single, and we go to the third. First time of the game, Russia will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the redstone.
Yeah, they picked a perfect spot to throw that too. That's right where both teams would practice to get to the button type thing and get so you knew it was a quick spot, whether it was a miscommunication or Emma threw a inside out come around in a slow area that might have thrown them off, but no excuse for it this late in the week. You should have that one dialed in.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of the, nerves. You get a little overactivated. The impressive thing with Rachel has been through the Scotties and here has been her draw weight. So something she'll just have to go back and focus on all the ones she's made.
Boy, she's coming right after him now, though. She's got the 2 centers up.
This Team Russia, it's all high-end offense. Look at even the 3 games they lost, Cheryl. They lost 10-9, 10-7, 12-7. In their losses, they gave up 32 points in 3 games.
So around comes the lead, Kira Ezek.
The chance you have as Canada with that all-out offense that you talk about with Russia is that they've given up 4 3-enders this week. They've given up 1 4-ender and 1 5-ender.
Yeah.
So they don't hit.
Well, that first end of the game against Canada gave up 3.
Right.
So you know you can always get chances because they will ignore rocks in play.
But I think it's your best opportunity to beat a team like Homan. It's kind of the Michelle Inglot Manitoba theory. It's just throw everything at the wall and hope something sticks.
And it was nice, Michelle Inglot tweeting out best of luck to Team Homan.
Yeah, pretty classy.
We're on it. Yep. Could have gone. Like no break point there.
Oh, they should. They just lost that one. They knew it was heavy. Get it by.
Didn't curl. Losing the curl? Yeah. Hey, Dad. Right.
Yeah, they said that just didn't curl, but that was pretty much straight throw there to back 4 weight. You want sweeper's weight, so you get that break in it. Throw a little extra, and it kind of throws it through the break.
Sweep! Sweep!
Alina Kovaleva.
Sweep! Sweep!
Oh, no, not. She's going to just chip off her own. Rolls it underneath a little bit more.
Lena was a little tight on her in-turn last end. You remember it came just barely came by the long guard and almost rolled out.
Just a small adjustment.
Yeah. Keep my extension.
Yep.
Right out to her.
We've watched this all week. Whoever plays Canada misses narrow for a while.
And they rubbed for Russia. They rubbed that Team Canada or Russian stone into an even better place.
You've got Team Canada saying, Laura, the freeze attempt didn't curl, and then Russia walks up and wrecks in the guard.
Yeah, it's been a constant theme.
Hard, drag it. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Every inch, guys, go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're opening up the back. You're opening up the back.
Yeah, just that little curl may leave the Russians a chance to get to that stone back 4. Shot rock.
But that was the tolerance, Cheryl. That's the they missed it the right way. It's in a good spot. They'll be able to get at the buried Russian rock now with an angle raise off of this rock.
Alina is a world mixed doubles champion. Won the gold medal in 2011 with a curler that we've seen before at the men's worlds, Alexei Selyusov. Ooh, and so 2 misses right out of the here in the third from Kovaleva. But again, think about this. It's like a draw. You're heavy, then you pull the string. She maybe got one started, crashes, and maybe now she pops it out.
Overcorrect on it.
Yeah.
I thought they might just play a simple draw there, Cheryl. Just nestle one in there. To hit it and stay was going to be difficult. You have a wreck, you're helping your opponent. So the wrong weight choice there.
Good chance to wrap something around that stone and take away any access to that back yellow.
Can hear them calling out the number 2, so trying to get it into that 1, 2, or 3 area. Just in front of the house.
I could over curled almost.
Did it ever?
Super slow.
This is where you just this is what they should have done on their last shot, Team Russia. Now they have to because the guard's a little better, but just play a draw here. Let the brushers bump it back an inch or 2. Even if you come up top button it, you don't have to sit 2 yet.
And I thought for Team Canada, Russ, that they would have played into top 4.
Yeah, why not?
Like,
or even tap that yellow one I talked about to sit 3.
Because the guard's so tough, and they overcurled on it, and now they give Russia this chance.
I think they were trying to freeze to the yellow, angle it up, I think.
That far off, eh?
Yeah.
And look where the brush is down outside, middle of the 12 from Anna Sidorova. Margareta Fomina.
No. The weight's just fooling everybody out there.
Well, we said earlier this was a sheet of ice that the Canadians didn't like during round robin. Thinking maybe that it was just the stones.
We don't have anything over here? No.
The red taps there for Russia. Barely.
Does Canada risk playing the run back on the yellow, the straight back run back? The top guard there? Or not?
Onto the red?
Do you think just proportional adjustment?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Because you could angle it back on the Canadian shot.
It's there though, Vic. It's there. Just.
They swept that the whole way.
If you ever made it, it'd be a good shot. This is simpler.
They coming in?
Yeah, I think so. Right in. This will go right to the face of that yellow if they get the right speed.
Oh yeah, they've had lots of movement on this side of the sheet.
And you heard Rachel also remind Joanne Courtney and Lisa Weigel that the Russian front end brushed it all the way.
All over the guard.
Wow, there's something here on that path, isn't there?
Oh, no, that wasn't the tolerance, because that opens up that back Canadian rock.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out the amount of curl.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, she's moved it out a little bit more.
Even a guard there, Cheryl, forces Russia to go the other way. They've got one try to make that tap. Even if they make it, you choke it off and they score one.
So Homan gets a second chance. But that brush from Sidorova was out a few inches now, a little wider.
Oh, and you hate to give them second chances.
Kovaleva, Ezek. And this time they're coming through. Now can they get there for shot? And yes, they can.
Dangerous situation here now for Canada.
Canada might have a chance, though, that didn't over curl. Like, if this had curled up a little bit more, it'd be tougher for Canada. Canada may still be able to freeze down to the face of it.
Yep. Play the draw the button.
Pretty much.
But you ever high side it.
Oh, yeah. But it could make it really tough for Russia to score more than two.
Oh, you might not be able to score. You're right if they can get to the inside. Optically, it has to look terrible here for Rachel Homan, though. It's totally buried.
Yeah, you're right. And these are the ones you have to trust. You throw out the broom and you just don't look at where it's going.
It's going to get there.
Throw out the broom and throw T-line weight.
Skip Stone's here in 3. Russia sitting the 1. And they got to go.
Line's great.
Weigel and Courtney got to go.
Get it there.
Perfect if it's heavy enough.
Got to go. Got to go. Maybe got the inside roll, and they'll come down on the corner, sit there, and it still is shot rock belonging to Russia.
Really nice throw.
Brilliant bounce back from throwing that one in the hack last end.
That's one of those save shots Rachel has become known for making.
Anything high side there, you'd have a chance to sit 3. Just a brilliant shot. Tap that red in on a bit of an angle. Maybe even tap it dead on, Cheryl, because if you tap it on an angle and roll open, it'll be a rock that Homan can blast in off of. Just a straight draw to the button here. Let that red one get in the way. Sit 2.
Look at that ice. That's for a tap. A bit of a guess out here for the weight.
Played this out turn a lot in the first end, but most hits, so they weren't quite this wide. Could be a little crispy here.
Anna Sidorova, and her first. Trying to hold this now. Don't get by. Yes. Enough to bump it up. Oh, they sure do. To sit the 2.
Just a great curling shot.
We watched her make that same shot against Sweden, that little tap, and she's got amazing touch with these.
This is the strength of the Russian team is the draws. They played 53% of their shots this week were draws. For Canada, it was only 42%.
So we just need to roll it to there.
Do we need weight, though?
Like a control? Sure.
We also could guard the side, and then she has nothing for 3. She's going to be shot 2 after this anyways. I don't think we can get it past it. Like, that's going down. I don't think we can get that close to the button. She has the same shot for 3 right now. She has nothing on this side for 3.
Really good thinking.
And 2, you'd be okay with 2 right now.
Can you carve that yellow one in sideways?
Plug this up.
Probably not. So Emma's got a great point here. If you don't, then you're just leaving the exact same shot.
Yeah, it's so thin. Hey, Russ, that yellow.
Yep.
Pretty much just going into the red.
You'd never get it for shot. You might get it for second shot. Really, really good thinking here by Emma Miskew. It would be so tempting in a game like this to go, oh, yeah, maybe I can chip that in and we can steal one, but you got to think of the what ifs once in a while.
Well, the risk versus reward. And the problem with Rachel, or the great thing with Rachel, is she makes those shots 9 times out of 10. So sometimes you tend to look at them, and this is...
I thought they might run the yellow one in, but the angles aren't that good.
Russia's hitting 2, final stone for Rachel Homan.
You can go for line. 2. 1. Hard then. 2. Easy.
Want it tighter than that.
Gotta finish a bit.
Hard.
Gotta finish a bit.
No, don't finish. No.
Just a little bit. It's fine. Why does that matter?
Nice weight reach.
Good, thanks.
Carried better than I thought it would. Held 1 at one point.
Might have to just toss this to the boards.
Yeah, she's trying to see if there's enough room to draw in there, but I don't think so.
Да, чтобы если что-то переваливал. Даже если сюда, самое плохое,
you would never want to raise a yellow red in, because you could tap the yellow that Rachel just threw onto the red, but
that's the only way to get 3.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know if you could hurt yourself actually.
That's what I was trying to look up. Can you, that yellow top of the 8-foot buried?
Yeah, I don't think you could, Russ.
No, I don't either.
Could you come off the stone on the left-hand side, the yellow, and get enough spin in? Is there a...
Yeah, you probably could. Thin.
You ever hit the Rachel's yellow, though, that she froze?
Is she playing the yellow-red tap?
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't think there's risk.
No, I don't think there is. You can't tap it straight in through the hole or anything.
And to hit it onto the yellow at the top of the 8-foot on the center line, you'd have to throw like board weight to get it to come in. So she's never going to throw it that hard. So it's really the same shot she just threw.
Yeah.
Maybe a foot heavier, 2 feet heavier. Hard to get the line on these, though.
Right now, sitting 2, Russia. Anna Sidorova. Foman calling line. Ezek, Kovaleva. And it'll over curl. And so it will be deuce for Russia. Here in the 3rd to take the early lead. It's the 1-2 PagePlayoff in Beijing. Russia picks up a 2 and helped by this wonderful tap up by Anna Sidorova.
Yeah, pretty incredible. You got to figure out the line and the weight on these. These aren't easy when you're guessing, and it was the first time they gone out this wide. Puts the broom down perfectly, great weight, and sits her 2.
The key shot is brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere. It's the 1-2 PagePlayoff. The World Women's Curling Championship from Beijing, presented by Ford of Canada. So the Russians with the lead, and it'll be Canada and Rachel Homan that do have last rock playing the Yellowstones here in 4.
Team Canada had a chance to play the angle raise to sit 3, and they elected to play a setup shot, which is not wrong at all, but when it wrecked on the guard, it gave Russia that second chance to get in there, and they made no mistakes. Beautiful, too.
A lot of struggle on that side of the sheet with the weight. Heavy, light, heavy, over curl.
True.
But you made the point in the break, Russ, with Emma, and just the maturity not to play the big shot. and throw the guard, and that probably saved them that third point.
And that extra point, we'll keep an eye on that as this game goes along. They had a 1-point win last time they played, so all those single points are crucial. To swallow your pride and say, no, let's not try the hero shot. Let's make sure they don't get 3. Very well done.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially when the end hasn't gone that well for you. That's when you tend to try to force it.
Team Russia coming deep on their first one, and this one deep also now. That's not going to hurt Canada at all.
Здесь не очень катали.
Не очень раскатано. Там нормально. Давай 9 подкрученный.
Struggling, however, today. Remember, she had the 2 misses. Curling only 46% right now is Elena Kovaleva.
Нет, ничего. Вообще нет. Вообще нет. Вообще нет.
And around she goes to sit top 8.
She's getting lots of curl on her intern, and Anna hasn't played with her for the entire week. Maybe they just need to make some adjustments with the skip's broom. There's room here for sure.
Coming through.
Yeah, they probably got half of it.
Just don't wreck on the outside guard, because with this soft weight, you might clip the inside guard to a center guard, and then you're in a bit of trouble. If you wreck on the center guard, everything's wide open.
Joanne Courtney.
Yep. Gotta go. Up. Hard.
Weigel, miscue.
Hard.
They got it. They think they got it.
Keep going for the roll.
And now rolling it towards the outside and behind cover, and then that you turn your back, you get the jam at the back and get rid of 1.
Brilliant.
She's just been so solid all week. Impressive first worlds.
So watch Rachel Homan take that roll and then forget about the jam at the back.
Coming through here is even harder because they don't know this spot as well. Tough shot.
Kovaleva. Ezek. Homan up. Oh, she got it through. And then she'll roll it back into the hole. By that much.
I think after the last end and her misses, there was some pressure on her to make shots.
This is crazy close.
Oh, that's like it almost rubbed.
Well, believe it or not, it's a nice setup here for Canada. With that hole is plugged now. The rock's high enough in the rings, it's really a guard, and should be able to get around this long guard and bury very easily.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, why wouldn't you go through the hole again?
Even if you make it, you're only in the 12-foot, Vic, and it's such a tough shot. This is easy.
We're there. See a little around it.
And they come around that stone sitting top, edge of the 8.
And now if you go through the port, if you're Russia, you can't make that raise.
Вообще мне нравится даже, наверное, за. Если мы сюда хорошо привезем, у нее будет оставаться такой вариант. За. 4 за. 2 за.
2 great stones by Joanne Courtney.
Well, and you expect her to make the hits, and I looked at her numbers where she's thrown this week 48 draws and 156 hits. So it's always tougher for her to figure out the draw weight because she's throwing so many hits.
And there's a discrepancy, isn't there? 93% of hits, 79 on the draws.
Yeah, so great draw to make for her.
Kovaleva. Ezek. So we play third stone here in the 4th. Coming up a little light.
Pretty good leave also, because it's there. The angle raise is there. Rachel's going to deal with it. It's hard to hit it, too.
What do you like? Okay. Well, I don't know.
It's probably the best way to deal with it. I can't see where they're sitting from above, but yeah.
I don't mind the out turn.
No, you won't come into the back of it. You'll just come behind it.
Let's go in. We floated, Joe's like up hack.
Normal.
Taking almost negative ice in this thing.
And today she's 83%, so right on her tournament average.
Just close. Yeah. No.
Through, got it, roll it over. Oh, didn't touch the back.
Sorry.
Will spill out into the open.
As soon as it hit, we just had to go.
Very nice.
I wasn't gonna stick around.
Two choices here. You could play the top red into the buried yellow. If you can ever roll this buried, you're in good shape too. A lot of weight here.
I think she might be trying to keep the weight up because of the jam. You'll hit this a little thicker so you don't jam on the back one and get the roll.
Nose is pretty good. There's
Nose
no
pretty
double.
good.
That same control we saw.
That awareness is amazing. Like hitting it dead on, you'd think, oh boy, you might set up a double, but it goes into the side of the red one once this rock is one rock higher.
Oh, easy, easy, easy.
Yep.
Clean up. Control.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard all the way.
Emma miscue.
Looked like a little bit of a give it a chance release.
Yeah.
Great throwing.
Hey, shot him.
That short angle still
Clean
there.
up a little.
I think they can hit enough of make the double.
Этот будет отъезжать. Скорее всего.
Yep.
Yep, they can.
Got to throw it hard though, Cheryl.
Yeah, because of that, you're kind of dragging that top yellow one into the other yellow.
Yeah.
Ну, вообще, сильно вкрай тоже не надо.
Big weight to spring it.
Просто вот это выбить. Не-не-не.
Oh, I didn't think it would. It curled the whole way.
Здесь зависать. Протри пока все это место.
The energy from the red one's going to want to make that yellow go left, which kills the weight off the second yellow. So you're either going to have to hit the right-hand yellow really, really thin,
Через наш.
or throw this hard. Peel weight would make some sense here.
You can stick that red behind that yellow too if you hit it perfectly, even if you don't get that one yellow completely out.
It'd be half a rock with firm weight. It's got to be really close to perfect though to get both of them.
%86% are hits.
Skip stones. Angle it back and going to spill them both. Homan it right there. Oh, not quite. So it'll hang on to the back edge of the 8.
That was the problem.
Yeah, they jumped on the sweep on that a bit. They let it come up a touch more and they would have made it. Right here they call off. Because of the weight, it didn't keep curling.
So close. It was like a firm normal. I think you had to whip it to make that.
Peel.
Like the same weight that I threw here.
That's real close weight. That's like a
Even if you'd got it an inch farther, it would you can't get at that red one. Nice opportunity here now.
Fully. Has to be there.
Line's great.
Line's great. Line's perfect.
Stay close.
Think we're there.
Think you're all
5, 6.
there.
We're there right now.
Think you're all there.
Stay close. No. 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let it
Gotta
stop. Just let it stop.
7. It's nice there.
Good spot.
Wait, reach.
Nice weight. We didn't need to be on that 14.5.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah.
So he's getting there.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit better than yesterday.
Oh, he wrapped it around.
Well, you got two choices here. You can hit the open one and take your two, or try and play a freeze.
Well, maybe this is where you just have to accept your lumps.
I think so. You know,
if you try to come around, Cheryl, and you leave in the wrong spot, you're giving up 3.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And really, the freeze is top 4 if you made it, and so she just got the draw to the button for her deuce. I think this is a right call.
They just thrown that double attempt a hair harder than this is. They're only sitting 1. Then you play the freeze, and Rachel's got a small area to score 2.
Okay, now you're drawing again. And we know she threw one through in that second. Here we go. This is the same path.
Yeah, it is too. It's the exact same path, but so is this last shot. This is only a hair wider.
Yeah, she just threw it, really.
But it's nice to throw a couple in a row after whipping one through like that, just to get that confidence, to get that feel.
That's for Rach.
$14 again.
Yeah, pretty close.
I thought a hair more on her body.
It's not light.
Close. Line's good.
Or maybe back 4. It's coming up now.
Yeah.
Very nice to pick up 2. Now, we've seen this movie before. Remember, the opener went 10-9 Canada in an extra. Didn't think this was going to happen, really. I thought Anna Hasselberg had that second spot in her pocket, but she dropped that game to Russia, and then Russia won their last one. And Eve Muirhead, after a very slow start, got her game together to pick up the 4th spot. That will be the 3-4 Page Playoff. Make a note, Saturday morning, 2 a.m. Eastern Time, as our coverage of the World Women's Curling Championship from Beijing, presented by Ford of Canada, continues. So the Canadians pick up 2 to retake the lead. 3-2, and here in 5, it is Russia with Last Rock playing the Redstone.
Well, 2 really nice draws for Rachel last end, and after the second end where she threw that one through, that's nice to store in the memory banks.
I thought that would be a 5-6. So, just light.
Okay, put your coaching hat on, Russ. If you're coaching Rachel Homan through the first 4, what are you liking and what are you not liking?
Well, they're playing the Russian game. That's what I don't like. I'd rather see it a little bit more open and use the advantage of Emma and Rachel's hitting ability, and Joanne obviously 93% of their hits. So they're kind of playing the Russian style. Now, can Canada do that? Sure they can, and they proved it. And Rachel's last 2 shots show me a lot. They weren't just, she just had to touch 8 foot, but they were absolutely on the X. That's what she has to continue to do to play an aggressive team like Russia.
Okay, you're my Russian coach.
Oh, and I don't know to.
And what are you saying? What are you saying? Da to and niet to.
I was saying niet to the way they've been playing. I think for sure all-out offense has worked for that team, and that's what you want to do, because I did think Canada would simplify it. They've got the stronger players, and so Russia's doing their job by, you know, putting all out offense, lots of rocks in play, and forcing Canada to some tougher shots.
Look at this roll. A little bit more, and they'll tuck a piece underneath, albeit back edge of the 4.
I think that's really nice shot. If you had thrown it with the 1, it would have been
Always communicating. Drawing your attention to this all week, that all the players will sort of rotate, go back, have a chat with Rachel. Now it's Lisa Weigel. Could be Joanne Courtney.
I think that's a big difference in this team from a couple of years ago. There used to be long periods of time where nobody would really go down to the other end, and Rachel would really kind of lose touch with the team and what was going on. I think that's been a huge improvement.
Well done.
What a great shot.
You know, we may be, in fact, seeing a little bit of a change here in terms of world curling. Rachel Homan, interestingly enough, age of 27. She's the oldie in this Final Four. Hard to believe. And in fact, when you take a look at the top 8 skips, all in their 20s.
Hard to believe Rachel's the oldest, though.
And these 4 will be banging heads for a long period of time. Beautiful soft weight come around by Team Russia. That's their right in their wheelhouse. That's what they want to be doing here. So that was that much heavier.
And I think the difference, you know, and we've seen it through the week where it's been a disadvantage for some teams, but Russia doesn't throw with the same rotation. So I think that's where that soft come-around game is an advantage to them, because they can get to some spots that maybe Team Canada would have a tougher time. Their rocks will just curl a little more, swoop in a little more, and maybe you can't follow them if you're Team Canada.
All too far.
And it'll just hang there on the edge of the 12. That's your shot rock, back edge of the 8.
Canada can sit 2 now, though, and it's tough to get at that top yellow one.
Down normal.
We thrown a bunch of draws.
Yeah, that back red that they just rolled is almost in the way. If you chase that top yellow, you jam.
Down normal.
We'll just reset. Okay.
Down normal. No.
Easy, easy, easy.
Be a little quiet.
Clean. Clean.
It'll curl here. It's a little wide, but it'll curl in this spot.
Control. Yep. Control. Whoa.
Call.
We saw it. Almost got it over there.
Yeah, it's hard to get that top one, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's worse than I thought from that angle. Thought they had at least a third of it, but
Fomina. They took this and picked this up a little late. Picked it up a little late. They were really slow to get on the brush.
they were. I don't know if the weight call wasn't communicated down to the other end, but they didn't jump on it.
You look at Sidorova's eyes, and she's throwing some darts.
Yeah, somebody didn't tell her what was going on for weight, I don't think.
It's got to be in.
Yeah.
And that's the side that curls so much. You can't really hold it once it goes.
Oh, pretty good.
Mine's a hair tight. Yes. 5, 6. Mine only. 6. Yep. 7.
Homan's had a brilliant week with getting the right speed.
Yes, you gotta go.
We wondered about her in that first game, though. Remember, she had those couple of early misses in that game against China and draw 1. But no, and as she comes around, really for me, the story has been a player will have an off game, and then somebody will pick them up, and they'll have a good. Nobody on the team, all 4, have gone sour at the same time.
No, and they said, you know, they haven't felt completely comfortable all week. And so then that speaks a lot to an 11-0 in the round robin. And you've got players that are going to have a bad or a struggle in a game, and the other three just say, hey, we'll just carry you for this one because we're going to have one too.
Okay.
Very much a supportive team.
You make this double, you might roll buried or close to buried. Try to get that thing off the button.
Очень надо, девочки, очень! Свип! Очень! Свип удержать! Свип!
And we'll run it by. Well, that shooter may have rolled over and out into the open. Yeah, it did.
That was Russia's chance to score a decent end there. You make the double. Rachel has to probably play a defensive shot. Now she can go right on the offense and apply some pressure.
May have taken a little while for the Canadians to find their footing because they haven't played since yesterday afternoon when they completed round robin. Last evening they went out as a team with some of the family and some members of Curling Canada for a big Peking duck dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Lisa was saying, telling me that for her it was that moment. She said that I'm looking around the room.
Almost that same weight.
And that moment you realize I'm in Beijing at the World Curling Championship.
Wow.
And I'm sure you've had it. You've had it at the Olympics too. Where am I? My goodness.
Yeah, life's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good for her.
They ran out of Beijing duck, Vic?
Yeah. Well, I said Peking duck. You're right.
They got there late.
Easy, can't be deep here.
But is now they do now call it Beijing duck. But of course it was Peking duck.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard.
Perfect.
Dialed in on her weight now.
We're real close. Real tricky. Yeah. Sorry? You needed to move. Yeah, just a hair more. But still, it's pretty good.
You're just still carrying a little bit better. Like I'm expecting them to grab and just stop like they have been all week, but
always.
Boy, they're a terrific team. And as we told you yesterday, it was Joanne Courtney who had to grow into that spot. Coming from Val Sweeting's team 3 years ago, she had to make the adjustments, come up with the new delivery. But boy, she is Lisa Weigel. It says something, I think, too, to Lisa's personality, to be accepting.
Yeah, she's and the support she would have given Joanne, because we talked about that too, that first year for Joanne was really tough and she struggled because she's making so many changes. You kind of get worse before you get better, and you need to have the players around you going, hey, you're still here. We're not getting rid of you because we've asked you to make some changes so that you fit in with this team. It's a long term.
Russ and I feel the same.
I've been making changes.
You've changed to accommodate us, which is really nice.
You're welcome.
Sneak by the guard here. There's a double available.
Oh, this is big scrub, though. Big scrub, though. And won't. We'll get rid of one and then pops it in underneath. So it is Canada still sitting 2 and looking to steal here in 5.
Over curled. Hey, she was trying to get that high side.
Yeah, because you make the double, that's a lonely yellow. You'd have 3 reds in there. Now all of a sudden a chance to steal a couple.
but then I curl up.
I'm just thinking to be shot over that in case by some miracle she gets both.
But I think to get both of them, you've got to hit like here across the face.
Okay.
Like I think if you wick this, it's not going out, right? To flip this.
Okay.
Doesn't get any better than this for a chance to steal at least
one.
Is this even for 2? Maybe on the nose. Okay.
Well, I think she can get it this way, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't have to stick around for that.
Okay.
These were the 2 top teams in not allowing steals in the playoff teams. Team Canada's only allowed 3 stolen ends all week, and Team Russia 4.
Middle. Oh, okay. From the first end. Got it.
Because I can leave her the middle.
Yep.
That was one of Team Canada's goals coming into this game, was not allowing steals.
This is my new one, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So line's more important, maybe.
Yes, very much
Is
so.
this your guard line from before?
No, I was much wider.
Okay. Proportional adjustment should be good here.
What's she mean by that? This is my new one.
It sounds like they got rid of one of her other rocks and
Probably
replaced
the one that
it.
went in the hack.
The one that was heavy, I would assume, as a skip. So this is the new one.
Yeah, just leave it out there.
Yeah.
It's now part of the Great Wall. If you go to the Great Wall and you see this yellow stone, that's it.
Teach it a lesson.
That's the old one.
Oh, this one is new. Centuries old, and you find this yellow stone.
Whoa, you're there. You're well there. Easy.
Nice one, Rach. It's really good.
Shooting.
Nice one, Rach.
Thanks.
Good job.
This one was right out of the box new.
Nice work.
Angle raise for one. I don't see any way unless you threw PO8 and feathered the shot rock.
Прям в половину камня примерно. Ну не в половину, вот сюда.
Wouldn't you, though, Russ?
Давай посмотрим, будет переваливать.
Because we talked about
Он просто здесь, чтобы оставался.
the team had a practice to match rocks. So they obviously got one wrong.
Да, нам нужно вот сюда попадать.
Or was it just it didn't fit her?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's either they got one wrong, or Rachel just overthrew it and they're just making a change just so she feels
To
confident,
calm her.
right? Which
Yeah.
we've all done it.
Oh, yeah.
It also could be that she was playing with mismatched rocks for a reason. A lot of the top skips will do that. They'll have one that cuts a little more in case they need to make it for a come around, and maybe they after throwing it through, she decided to go maybe with a match pair.
Right. Okay.
That would be the three options.
This angle she's lining up here now, Sidorova, is this an angle to get,
Yeah, he's playing lots of weight.
well, I guess just to score the one,
Just
get the
one.
shot rock off.
Yeah,
there.
that's all she's got.
Interesting play here. You could throw like a T-line weight and just tap it in there somewhere. The most you're going to give up is a steal of one. The amount of weight she's throwing, and I don't disagree with this, but you get this wrong, like hit it real thin, it's a steal of two.
Well, and Anna made that out-turn tap in 3. And we've seen her make the out-turn tap against Sweden, so I'm surprised she...
Boy, they picked her up right away. Here's it, Kovaleva. Canada is sitting 2 at the moment. Hold it, run it back, and she's going to spin too far. It will be a steal of one. Midway through the 1-2 page playoff, and Canada leads it.
The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Well, it's going to be a little chilly to go for a boat ride on the nearby park and the lake around the Capital Indoor Stadium, going down to around the freezing mark in Beijing. As we check the numbers after 5, and 1 stolen point for Canada. They're up 4-2 and playing very well. Rachel Homan at 90%, Miscue 90, Courtney 85, Weigel 88. But the disappointment has been Sidorova 73. Foman a 60. Kovaleva, who they brought in, 68%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
The championship weekend has arrived at the World Women's Curling Championship, presented by Ford of Canada. The 1-2 page playoff, Russia against Rachel Homan and her team from the Ottawa Curling Club, playing for this year's World Women's Curling title in Beijing. Canada with that steal of 1 in 5. And we welcome you back as we go to the 6th. And it once again will be Russia, skipped by Anna Sidorova out of the Moskvich Curling Club that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
You know, Canada's been the better team here, and at the end of the day, it's all about execution. If you don't make enough shots, you probably don't win, but it's been a couple strategy calls that have made the difference so far, in my opinion. Emma Miskew saying to Rachel, throw the guard, she can't score 3. In the end, Russia scored 2, as opposed to trying to play the hero shot. That saved them possibly a point. And then the decision on that last one, with Anna Sidorova throwing peel weight on that angle race, she basically hit it in a good spot, but it was coming so hard. The raised rock rolled out. It's a steal 1. That's the 2 points. That's the difference so far.
Yeah, it's just weighing the risks of the weight and and playing to your strengths. We've seen her make so many taps and soft shots. She's not a big hit weight player.
Isn't that funny? You bring up that Emma Miskew saying, look, let's put the guard up. That input. Go back to that final stone before Brad Gujou throws in the briar. Brett Gallant, 6 feet.
They lose that game.
They lose that game.
Yeah, if he doesn't.
You know,
say
we've
something.
seen over the course of our season of champions, there was some wonderful moments where the skip has an idea, but no, there's just some moment of a saner head.
Right. And you have to be really careful with that, I think, because you don't want to get in a skip's way. You can see sometimes in Lisa and Joanne and Emma have all talked about that Rachel's just seeing everything. So you really pick your spots when you want to kind of get in the way of that focus or that flow that they have going. They know each other so well, Emma and Rachel, and I think that's where that's such an advantage.
Well, just look at Elena. So how off her game she is. And you made the point. She came in midway through the game against Scotland and has been in that spot ever since.
Yeah, she's been, well, their last 6 in a row was 85%, Vic, but this game not. Really uncomfortable with the ice and the draw weight more than anything.
Yeah, come up just a hair.
This is less ice. First down the path. Okay.
So, Russ, do we expect to see Homan just go all out defense here and just...
Yeah, no question about it. Especially with the second stone that throws 93%. Whoop. Jinxed her.
Does roll over, center line guard, covers the shot rock, which is back 4.
Well, for Russia, coming in, their numbers, their points that they allow the opposition on an average in a game is 6.2. And that's way too high. You talk Canada is allowing 4.6 a game. And so one of the ways you control that for Russia is not allowing steals. And they've already given up or allowed a steal to Team Canada in that last end.
They can't get farther behind Russia. Once you get to maybe 3 points, Homan's just going to blast everything. But instead of throwing a peel here and opening it up and maybe conceding it too, because it scores that close, she's going to chase this. And that's the best chance for Russia to get back in the game, I think.
Wait's close. Yeah.
Easy.
7, 8.
Well then.
Up.
No.
8. Can't then. 9. No. 9. It's curling like it's better.
No.
It's 8.
Don't want to.
Don't have to for line. Needs to curl.
Keep me.
Yep.
It's coming down.
Yes, both of you, drag it.
Come on, go, Joe.
Whoa, no bounce, no bounce. Sorry, just trying to help you.
Look at that.
Just different from that 2 rock.
She was over with it.
That has to be slower. Emma yelled heavy when she let it go. They screamed out 9. They actually had to brush it to get it to a 7.
Чуть с этой стороны. Наш никуда не денется. Восемь.
Try and get everything going. Hit it about 7/8.
Boy, she hadn't let go, Margareta Fomina. Maybe a little panicked. Angle it back. And we'll get some separation. Still leaves the Canadian stone. Shot rock, back edge of the 4.
Well, and yeah, leaves that Russian stone in the rings too.
Guards are still in front.
Yeah, you know your weight. Hair less. It's just got to be full 12, really. Yeah.
Some teams with a 2-point lead would hit that red one. This is the right call.
Which is?
Just go right around and really apply some more pressure here. You've got a nice chance to at least force here. Taking a bit of risk, but it's late enough in the end here. You know, Emma makes a nice come around. There's only 3 rocks left for Team Russia.
And you're always thinking what your opposition will do. And if you hit that open one, they're coming around anyway, so you might as well go.
Weagle and Courtney. How good is this? He thought he didn't have a chance.
Came out the other side.
I thought Russia just played the out-turn tap back here.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was a shot that I, just because that over curled.
Very little chance of scoring 2 now.
That's what I was saying. I think my rocks are here slower than yours.
And that 2 for sure.
Yeah, but even like
the 3.
Wow.
Now that should have been picked up in practice, though, Vic. You get your 2 fair, the 2 pair that you like, but you need to match them up with the skippers.
They'll open it up and run it by. So we'll keep an eye on what she's that 2 rock, which really is a little slower and curves a little more, curls a little more.
Well, curve was right too.
Yeah, but it's not called curving. It's
point
not the
there,
World
Vic.
Curving Championship. It's the World Curling Championship.
No. I just mean this one ran, so it might come up. Okay. Little more ice just to make sure. Through the court.
I'd be doing this all by myself. It was a curving championship.
12 now.
Yeah, because we're not curving experts.
No, not at all.
Stick around, obviously, but.
That's the way you play golf, though, Cheryl.
Oh, I need help.
I thought Rachel might put a tight guard on this.
Stay close. Up. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, you're good.
All right, so let me think. I'll ask you, Cheryl, now. You put a guard on hoping to steal again.
Yeah, I didn't track.
Although maybe her thought is, I'll give her single, and I'll get the hammer back and control the game.
Yeah, and the guard's probably the only thing. I like the guard, actually, but the guard's probably the only risky shot you can put up there that would give Russia a chance to get out of it.
If Rachel rolled out there's a pretty good chance to get the blank for Russia, but she didn't roll out. She threw a missile down there and hit it just perfect.
Yeah, and you throw that guard and Russia comes around and taps and you don't have a shot to get out. And
right.
Force is huge, and especially since, you know, the last game we saw these 2 play in the round robin, forces didn't come about at all. Everybody.
This could be a minor victory.
Yeah.
Now familiar delivery, the slide way high on the toe, and then she sort of, the air goes out, and she comes down before the releases the stone. Oh dear. Like she may be the shot rock at the moment.
A nose hit here. It's going to be a tricky little draw.
Because your board weight came up more than ours, eh? Little more ice. Yeah. You roll out, it's okay.
I was going to say.
Heel? Yep.
So this is all about the force. Even as she say, Russ, if I roll out, it's okay. She's facing 2. I just want that last rock back.
Yeah, I guess. I thought they might play softer weight and just hit and stay right where the broom is. But the softer weight, there's risk. You could jam it. This way, you just hammer it through the uprights.
She just said that, eh?
Heel. How are you throwing it?
See, that's a curling expert. Curving expert, he wouldn't have known that.
That's true. I don't think he would have known.
That's why.
Very good, Russ.
Thank you. Curving expert.
A curving expert.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, clean, whoa, whoa. Yep, whoa. Great shot, Rach.
All right. Is there enough room to play to the shot, Rock, or do you draw here?
Let it go
You
with
can.
a chance.
They're both there.
Exactly what I
It's
saw,
kind
and
of
it
Skip's
just kinda
preference.
A little bit at the end, or yeah, it's like kind of an in between where we've lost the curl, but it's still there from before. Yeah.
You hate to be hitting really against 3, so I think this is probably the best call.
Well, she's played 2 draws so far, Anna Sidorova, and is 50%.
Yeah, that maybe isn't the best.
Да, лучше взять немножко в начале, если будет позволять вес, что нам нужно.
I think it's not the 50% that would scare me. It's just that it's only been 2 draws. She hasn't had a chance to play very many. She's been playing a lot of hits.
9 of them so far.
15?
Oh, thank you, Vic.
She made
here to help.
She made the brilliant draw at the end for 2, but this is going in the other direction.
And it's a draw against 3.
Should be looking close to 14. I don't think it's changed much. 14, 14, 3.
Kovaleva. Ezek got her now.
Got to get a bye.
Here comes that guard. Top 8. Get it by. Oh, that little rub, that little roll took enough steam out of it. Oh. I don't know if she was playing a little wick and roll, but it pays off. Up to it, tap it back. Oh, they got it. 4 it is. Angle this back. Coming in, coming in, coming in. Got it. Bump it up. Oh, and they got it. Come across, kick it out. Tap it up. Are they going to find the hole? Coming through, look out. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. And it really has been a championship filled with those kind of shots. Look at that. Perfect record. You go back, though, Russia, well, that was the extra end win. 10-9. That was on day 2. But really, nobody could touch Rachel Homan and the team from the Ottawa Curling Club. So for the just a 3rd time, a team has gone through undefeated in round robin. Colleen Jones, Annette Norberg, and now Rachel Homan. No team, however, has ever won a world championship undefeated.
Yeah, it would be quite a feat to go through a field like this undefeated, but they're making it look easy so far.
Yeah, here's Anna's 14.
So Russia
top 4.
gets their single. And so here in the 7th, once again, it'll be Canada that does have the last rock playing the Yellowstones. Lisa Weigel.
Where? Line tight. Yes, gotta go. Yes.
You go.
Yep. Heavy. Whoa. Clean it. Yeah, gotta go. Line only. Still gotta go. Only for line. Whoa, goodbye.
It's back button.
Had to go on it to get it by, but allows it to slide pretty deep.
Joe, double peel is like a 3/4.
Okay.
Doing a little scouting.
Yeah, in the middle, of course, is Glenn Howard. Then Peter Gallant as well is there. Glenn is working with the Scots. Peter is with Korea and coaching the Koreans. He's their national coach. Tweeted out today, very happy with the performance of his Korean ladies as they prepare for the Winter Olympics last year. They lost 6 games by 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on those guys. They almost snuck in the playoffs as it was.
They looked great. Some good resources over the years with coaching. Patty Vutrich, Peter Gallant.
They'll be ready for the Olympics.
Yeah, even
Nice
a hair
freeze.
thinner than 3/4 still gets it.
See where the broom is here. Emma hits it exactly where the broom is. It's probably over curled a little bit, so she's going to be a little in out here. Sorry, Joanne. Little in out to make this. Too much.
Yeah.
So that's what we talk about with the releases. That had to be an inside-out release by about 3 to 4 inches to do what she did. That's what fools the other teams, in my opinion.
They don't quite know how much they're floating it back.
And then you just say, oh, it runs straight there. Well, no, it doesn't.
Really good chance for Russia. That back yellow stone of Team Canada is not helping at all, and a chance to come around.
Set up a double again.
It's gonna jam.
Oh, the young lady on the left in the gray sweatshirt.
Try to get the back to spill off. If we can.
Anna Hasselborg and the Swedes, they'll be on the ice in that 3-4 game against Scotland.
Trying to hit. As thin as you can. Well, not as thin as you can. We need some weight and contact.
This.
Third's fine.
This automatic double by hitting it on the left-hand side with speed is going to drag, and it's going to drag really close to getting that red Russian rock, Cheryl.
Well, and I think the key to it, too, will be get rid of that back yellow, which isn't helping, and maybe I'll get a chance.
Has to drag a lot, but you can do it with these rocks. Change that angle, probably a good foot. There it is. Whoop, too much drag. Good result, actually. Guards are gone.
Backing's gone.
Watch how much that angle changes. That was going to go out by the edge of the 4-foot or wider. Almost brought it in dead straight.
Almost.
You can do anything with these stones.
This is a tough thing, I think, for people that don't ever get the opportunity to play on this ice, because you go back to your home rink and you think you can make those shots, but those stones don't allow it.
Pretty defensive call here. Just saying to Canada, we'll give you your one. Canada might go for the 2 here if they want. Freeze one in there. Blank still available, even though they did hit that.
So we do have to hit it relatively thin. Relatively thin? Yeah, half still gets it. But okay.
Make the double, maybe even roll a little left.
Would you ever think of just hitting the 1 and rolling over on the button?
Yeah, I like that actually. I like that a lot.
Really hard. Gotta go.
And it's going to get the 2, and if it spins back, no, spins too far. It certainly didn't look very good for Russia when you drop 3 of your first 5, and then look at what they did after that as they pick up 6 straight wins. Yesterday was absolutely crucial, that win over Sweden, and then over against the 2009 world champion Bingyu Wang of China that gave them 2nd place.
Well, and they did something that you don't see Canadian teams do often. They changed out, brought in their alternate after they were 2 and 3, and that seemed to make the difference and get them on a run.
Lisa's line here. Okay, my line.
This is what I thought they might have done last shot. The blank wasn't looking healthy anyways. I'll try to freeze one in here. If Russia blasts everything out of that left-hand side, then you can hit the right-hand one and get your blank.
I think they'd love nothing better than a blank in this end. Try and get hammer carried into 8.
Yep. Clean. Whoa, if it's 8.
Emma Miscue.
10. Can't. Okay, that's different. Line would have been really good, I think.
Just jumped it out of her hand and didn't give it a chance.
I think, in fairness, the front end knows that her rocks are curling a bit extra, so they tried to be a little proactive there.
Один был у Риты, когда мы били здесь?
If she rolls out and hit and roll, I don't know. I don't think the top was there.
And Russia could easily roll out on this one. You never want to over curl it, so you're always protect a little bit.
Alina. Давай, Алин.
And she does roll out. And a frustrated looking Anna Sidorova for most of this game. Not happy with some of the people playing in front of her, and certainly not happy after some of her shots.
No, she's frustrated with it. And I think it's not been, it's been a couple calls of hers on her own shots that I think have been, she could have played a tap. She's played some shots that I don't think play to her strengths.
So they're trying to freeze again, are they?
Yeah. And they certainly know this spot. Emma just played it.
Looks close right now. Little light, I thought. I think we're there. Gotta make sure. We can bounce an inch. Easy early. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let it curl. Switch. Real close.
Rim.
Gotta finish this.
Yep, go, go. Gotta be there. Yeah, goalies,
Both
go.
of you gotta
Now,
go.
Weagle and
Whoa,
Courtney
whoa.
got to finish this, and finish they do.
Jeez.
There's not a lot of finish in that spot.
I remember earlier in the week, Russ, you were saying play to the outsides was a little more difficult because of the pebbling pattern and pebble up on the side. So if you wanted to get from the middle of the 8 out, it sort of had to climb up a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. It started to go that way as the week went along. So in other words, the shot Rachel just threw might curl 4.5 feet. If you go from the outside to the middle, it might curl 5 feet. Just that much difference.
Sweep, sweep. Whoa, whoa. Алин. Нет, Алина. Алин, давай. Алин.
Люкс.
Might just stay right away from that. You can use it for backing, but that's when you tend to overthrow. You could just play the draw the button here if you know the path.
Yep.
You know you're having a bad day when you can't get your high and low fives together.
Don't leave me hanging.
No. Do you want a high five? You want a low five? Come on. Help me out.
Can you grab that? Black T-line? T-line? Yeah. Carries. Same weight 8 carries nice. That one was there. Yep.
Facing 3.
Pretty much the same. Line's good. Weight's close. I don't think you can hurt it. Line's really good. 5, 6. 6.
Aim for T. Rim. Rim.
No backing.
Clean it. You have backing now.
Fine.
Yep, yep.
Gotta go, guys.
Yep, yep.
Yes, Lisa.
Really good.
For the single.
1 yellow.
1 yellow it is.
Nice shot.
Canada
First one straight pass.
maintains their lead. Chip weekend of the World Women's Curling Championship from Beijing, presented by Ford of Canada. The 1-2 page playoff. The winner, of course, goes right through to Sunday's final. The loser will drop into the semifinal tomorrow. Canada with that single in 7. They continue to lead it, and it is Russia that has last rock here in 8, playing the Redstone.
Other than that one rock that Rachel uncharacteristically whipped through by quite a bit, her draw weight's been spot on. So is Emma's. I liked
She called on for line.
the actual final result of her last shot there. She had the backing just in case, but ended up not using it. And that's a good sign. You know, it's just so tempting, Cheryl, there just to make sure you're hair heavy.
Do you know you got that backing?
She didn't use it at all. Good sign.
25. 25-3.
Have to stick around on this one. You could play this with a little different weight. You could play this more with a tap and try and move some rocks to the back rings just so you don't ever lose your shooter.
It's close.
Pretty good. Sticks around. So you know you don't. Rachel's going up and ripping that guard off pretty quickly.
Canada's it's outplayed Russia by quite a bit in this game, but you can just see what can happen here with a 2 here. A force of 9. Russia gets 2 and 10 to win, so it's a long way from over here.
And we'll roll it not quite underneath. Pops out. Sitting back edge of the floor.
Sorry.
25-3. 25-3. Ну 10 между кругами. Не очень валит.
Mention again that Alina Kovaleva replaced Alexandra Rayeva midway through the game with Scotland, and has now taken over that second position. Rayeva and Kovaleva, both World Junior Championships in 2013.
Yeah, they had a couple options on that one for Russia. You roll a little bit of foot and you're in front of the Team Canada stone or long and you're behind the corner guard.
Still gotta go through.
It's straight, but if you roll high side, it's okay.
Just control. Clean it. No. Off. Off.
She's soft. We're still rolling.
Want to roll there.
No.
Now an intern come around. Russia can use that as protection. Joanne seems to be throwing my hair heavier. You got to think adrenaline. First time in this situation for her.
It's one of the big things you saw Adam talking to the team and the Scotties during playoff weekend about breathing and about just his biggest work has been studying golfers that putt under pressure and what they do. And that really translates. Curling and golf are so similar that it really translates to the same thing, how you handle the pressure and what you do to not overthrow.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. They're just not sharp, Russia.
I could throw like 11.
Okay.
I don't mind just
11.
Yeah.
Are you sorry?
11?
Well, I think sometimes it's the fact that the brusher,
Hey,
in that case,
just 11.
Joanne Courtney, you just brushed a stone end to end. Now you've got to go back, gather yourself up, make sure you're breathing properly, much like biathletes do. You know, after doing all that cross-country skiing, and they get in that prone position to shoot the gun and hit the target and not the moose that's on the ridge.
Yes, that would be bad. No, it is. You're so right, though, because it is having to bring that heart rate down.
Well, she gets a little rub and roll, and then sits 3.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I just wanted them off earlier.
And that's something that Adam watches and talks to them about, really about kind of that breathing out through a game. That's one of the best things to do, is trying to bring everything down and slow it all. And even sometimes underthrowing on purpose because you know you've got that extra adrenaline.
The way these stones are setting up at the back here, Russ, isn't that going to be presenting a little bit of a problem for Canada?
No question. No question at all. And the red one's still in there for Russia, so Canada's got to be a little careful here. They're right to that point. It's hard to bury around that corner guard now, so these yellows are really helping Team Russia.
Just junking it up back there.
So you peel the guard. If Russia makes that double, 3 reds to 1 yellow. Interesting situation forming here. Not much else you can do if you're Rachel Homan, though, really, is there? You could try to split the rings, I guess, being this late in the end. But so you made that yellow double, the one on the forefoot. There will be a double or maybe triple.
You could even at this point play the shot stone and roll away, so there'd be no double.
Yep. So get your 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid point. That might be smarter.
Yeah, because I just worry a little bit rolling to the right as we were looking at it. You leave a double.
For Rachel Homan.
Yes.
There's good Canada support. His family and friends have arrived.
You could leave Canada triple if you make this double.
Right. Freeze.
What do you like?
I think your call's the safest. Hit and roll over. Because there'll be an angle for a double, but it'll jam. So Canada almost has to concede the 2. So if you're happy with 2, your call's absolutely the best. 2's enough at this point, isn't it? Force them to 1.
Yeah.
The only way you're getting 3 is to play the double. Or a freeze. Looks like it might be freezing.
Yeah, I think so.
The only danger with this is if you freeze it on the outside, there might be some type of shot for Rachel to get out of it too.
A thin double.
I don't mind this either. They haven't been making them. That's the problem.
Kovaleva. There's Homan at just 70% on her draws.
See, that's just not the right spot. You can't be doing that.
As long as you're like even half doesn't hit this.
Anna came in really low on her draw weight, 72%. She's even lower this game. 67 is just a struggle.
Okay, so I got to throw.
And you could have tapped that.
Barely gets out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle of the rock. Yeah. My side. Or?
Just going to run the red through the yellow uprights here. Sit 2. Look where the broom is, Cheryl. If she hits the broom and it doesn't curl at all, it's going to overcurl and wreck on that back yellow.
Do you want to give me a little bit of ice? Like that?
So this is what we talk about, the Homan
go straight here.
outside motion. She has to be inside out with the release to make this.
No, it's okay.
But does it all the time, right?
Okay. How are you throwing it? Straight.
So for those who aren't familiar, what you're saying is she'll hit the broom, but because her motion is a little out,
it'll back up a hair.
It'll go back, yet come back and hit the broom. Is that what we're saying?
It actually won't come back. It'll just stay out there and she'll hit it thinner, see? Like that.
Okay.
Yeah. In this case, on a draw, it'll come back, but not on a peel.
It doesn't curve very much with that weight.
You could really say it's she's wide, but she's wide by a little bit all the time, which is brilliant. Then you just put the broom in the right spot.
Right.
And they do.
By design.
Yeah.
So her draw weight had a Sidorova just 67%.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Chance for her here. She's throwing down the same path.
They have to find a way to get to here.
Хороший вес, Кира! Свип, свип, вес! Алина! Свип! Линии много! Линия да! Садиться! Линия да! Свип!
Kovaleva has heck. And again, going to come up that little bit light.
You just can't do that when you have a second chance in the same spot.
Really bad awareness too, because once you knew they were light at the hog line, so let it wreck, because it looks like they've overlapped them enough. I'm not sure you can raise either one of those.
Joanne Courtney following it down, timing the stone. We'll then use that information to pass along to Rachel Homan.
I gotta stay on this side, for sure.
Or we come here.
No, I don't like one on that side.
Okay.
I like here. We've got some finish too.
Yeah, we've seen
We can
this.
bury.
Yeah, actually, if you just try to bury.
Yeah, and if you end up,
Yeah.
well,
We
No,
can't
you
hit
can't
it.
gems. We gotta be second shot.
so make sure
Even
we're
if
just
we're
better than
hanging, bring it deep, because the double is like, she really
Even
rolls
back
out.
4 is a force.
because the force is great here,
Yeah.
right? So
We just can't leave a double.
ideal would be like half under.
Yep,
top
I'm gonna
button.
give some ice. I've got to get by something that's pretty tight here.
You can try to finish it here, right?
They've taken
If I'm
the
wide open back here,
communication
it's
to another level, in
fine.
my
If I'm
opinion.
back, bring it back, but you got to be second shot.
14-6.
They're talking about all the plan Bs. The front end's in on it.
It's there. It's flat.
Joanne saying, so for half buried, are you okay, or do you want it three-quarters buried?
Right there.
They know exactly what they want to do here.
Well, and I like that the brushers and, you know, lots of brushers, front ends will stay down at the other end.
Yeah.
And I like that they come down and take a look. And they're not getting in the way. They're only down there to make sure they know where this rock has to be exactly.
The weight I've been throwing here.
Emma said an interesting thing. Even back 4, which is not ideal, it lets rush off the hook. It forces rush at a 1.
Same weight I've been throwing it.
Yeah, full 8.
The only real mistake here is if you tick that red one coming in, and then you might set up a double.
So the play is going to go right around to come in.
Yep, exactly.
And there you see that little stagger you said you're talking about.
Where? Gotta go.
Two red rocks overlapped out in front now. Weagle, Courtney.
Close. Oh, we gotta go.
Oh, you got to go then.
Keep it moving, Lisa.
You got to go then. Keep it moving.
We're not in. Okay.
And that'll also come up a little light.
Okay.
No, she might have. Is that in off there? That flat?
I think so. I think it is. You have to throw it extremely hard.
Shoot.
Chance for 2, though.
Thought it was perfect out of my hand, sorry.
Yeah. Что нравится? Это на +2.
Ну, мне, конечно, нравится.
And I think it's just 2, Cheryl. I can't quite tell. I think the yellow in the corner is closer than that red. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
I think it's only 2, but
Мне нравится.
Gotta really whip this thing.
Ну, тяжело.
because it's
Потому что чуть
flat.
пошире надо.
It's Kevin Cooey there, but I'm not sure.
И у нее сел. И у нас сел 2 раза. Вообще сторона была раскатана, непонятно, почему так садилась.
Yeah, the yellow is, it would be for 2, not 3.
Well, and drawing probably isn't what she wants to do, throwing 63%.
No,
Я постараюсь утереть.
twice she's missed that. This is probably her best chance.
Че, он идет прямо, начинает чуть подваливать, но держит.
84% in her hits, so I would lean this way.
What about the outturn draw rather than going that in turn, which we've seen now a couple of stones?
Yeah, it might be there. It might be there. You'd have to graze that red one. Is it around the horn there? I haven't had a really good angle on it here. If you papered that one, Cheryl. Don't think so.
Seems like it's a little bit too deep in the house. Maybe.
It doesn't look like the right ice to throw a peel weight double, though. Are they? Maybe it's just to come around that Vic talked about. Come around tap, maybe? I don't know. It's a pile of ice for a peel.
That's what she's throwing.
Yeah, there's the extension. Canada is sitting the 1. Kovaleva, and across, and not enough. 1 it is. So Canada will pick up another steal here in 8. Well, we mentioned lots of family and support. Rachel's husband, Sean, is there. Her dad, Craig. Joanne Courtney's parents, part of the crowd. Welcome to Beijing. And right now, very happy with the result. Canada in this 1-2 page playoff. Lead at 6-3 as we welcome you back. And once again, it'll be Russia. It does have the last rock. Playing the Redstones here in 9.
A bit more.
Russia's had some chances. They just can't get those draws in the right spot, which is usually their forte.
Well, and even in that case, when you're playing that double, you cut the ice a little bit, and you even get 1.
The other turn, too, Cheryl, would have given them a lot more action off that rock. I know it was flat, but good try, just the same. She almost rolled it in there for a single, which would have been massive.
Yeah, that's what I would have maybe made sure of.
What a difference. You know, 1 down, 3 down.
This Kira Ezek, this is her 16th appearance at the Worlds. Her first was 2001. So if my math is right, she made her first appearance at the Worlds as a 13-year-old.
Incredible, but that wouldn't be surprising.
Well, because you're trying to develop the sport.
Yeah.
And
oh my goodness, really?
Played against her for years. She's a really good brusher. She's been on and off this team.
Right, and that 15 includes being alternates and on the ice.
Right.
What's amazing about that story is Vic's math's right.
Yeah. Let me just put my socks back on.
And mine.
Yeah, okay. That's right. I didn't have enough.
No, you didn't.
Thanks for your toes.
I hope you didn't have enough. That would be frightening.
Wide side. Wide side. Started at the room. Thought it was over here. Очень добавила внимательно. Пока прямо идет очень. Очень прямо идет. Очень прямо идет, девочки. Нет. Нет. Нет, сам. Это сам до конца. Это дом почти. Нет. Это дом. Это не дом.
It's been an impressive game with Canada, though. I mean, they've been given some opportunities with some misses, but they've also haven't risked a lot either. And I think that would have been their goal coming into this. They know they're outplaying this team when you look at the stats coming in, and if you just keep it close, avoid giving up any steals, you know, the stronger team should come out on top.
That's why I really think Emma's move to play the hero shot back in 3, I believe, and hold them to 2 is. I think you know what, that sends a message too to the opponent. It's like, I don't mind giving you 2.
Yeah,
I'm 1 down. I'm okay with that.
So true. Well, you just look back for Team Canada, and they took a lot away, I think, from the Scotties because the ice was a little tricky. The frost came in, it changed. They were talking about it being different from the first half to the second half of the week. Battle through that. Same thing here. They've said many times they haven't been perfect out here. But I think that Scotties' performance gives them the confidence to be okay, just keep the game close. They know that they can make the shots when they need to, and they don't have to all be brilliant to win games.
Okay. See, now you didn't even have to take off your shoes. Because I was wrong. She was 18.
Oh.
Not 13.
Oh.
Wow.
You're a long way off.
Yeah, like
Thanks.
That's not like 1.
No, that's not even 1. That's way off. She was 18 when she played in the first.
You're good. Great throw, Em. I can take it. Go ahead.
Drag the play into the rings here. You might have a shot at a double to stop a two-ender.
Margarita Homan just throwing a 69% game.
Yeah, two totally different performances in the Canada games for Russia. They looked scary good in the 10-9 loss, but they haven't been nearly as sharp today.
Doubles there.
I think it is, because you're using the spin turn with the Sidorova shot. As you cross the face of the object rock, which means it's going to kick quietly. It's not going to kick as hard. This way you can get a lot of action.
Yeah, and even if you
I threw this a couple lines ago.
hit it thicker
It
and
comes up
roll
the hair
over
here.
there, that's not.
No, but mine did come up.
Even the nose is probably better than the rollout.
Okay.
Yeah, thick better than thin.
We're still be shot.
I'd be happy if that happened.
I am. Half a rock?
Yeah.
3/4, guys. We'll go hard at the end. Okay.
So just to explain, when Anna Sidorova crossed the face of that thin or the flat double, the rock doesn't want to spin. Here's the gear effect situation where when Emma hits this, if she gets it properly, her thrown rock will spin, which means it's got more travel time. It'll carry farther, maybe get all the way over there, make that double.
Hard!
Courtney and Weagle before she even let go. Bang. Oh, she's going to run it straight back. Still leaves them sitting the two.
She might have talked herself to not hitting it too thin.
It really curled.
Yeah. I thought she gave it a nice release.
Yeah, me too.
Точно подвалит, главное пройти начало дома. В конце точно подвалит, главное начало дома пройти.
This might not be enough ice out here because we talked about it getting a little bit
Линия да.
swingier outside in.
Линия да. Вес. Свип. Да, линия да. Давай.
Great brushing.
Guess it was enough ice. Just beautiful curling shot. Even got the angle so that the double's not available.
This track is tough, I think.
Okay.
That thing's coming in at a right angle.
And look at the rotation on it, too.
Well, I think let's try to rattle them.
Well, yeah. I mean, like go 3/4 the
Oh,
inside.
yeah. Thin half, Rach. How much? Heel.
Emma suggested rattle them. She means the two on the right at the back. You cannot get that second red one out, the frozen one. So just try to release the yellow so it's movable next time.
Can't be hitting the side.
Okay. How's this gonna run?
I might curl up, might stay there. Kind of on the edge, that's why we're taking this side. Okay. Nose is okay. Close, yes, please.
Rachel Homan, first skip stone here in 9.
Whoa.
Trying to make the hit and roll across. There's the hit. There's the roll. And will sit as it gears up.
I'm trying out the clean. I'm not used to hearing clean on those
Very
shots.
nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
And did well just to sit there for shot rock.
Thought they might play the double.
Yeah, because you just nose that yellow. Both yellows go. You leave a red and you're red on top.
she's on her own when she's playing.
4 до. Ну, что скажете мне?
The other option Anna would have would be play the in-turn, the shot that they just played, and kind of come to the yellow, tap them, and maybe create a wall.
Yeah, if you could get to the nose, absolutely.
Because this is just a cold draw.
There's a 1 foot run back.
Inconsistent game for Anna Sidorova so far. Just 63% on her draws. Ezek. Kovaleva. Ezek again. Trying to hold that line. Oh, and all over that Canadian stone, and now will spin in and grab enough to be the shot rock. But interestingly, I don't know, did you hear Rachel and Emma talking before the stone? She says she knew the curl was there, and they were going to talk if she's all over it, and in fact she was.
Very much. They just know so much awareness, and that was good weight by Anna. Just not enough ice.
The double rolls off, I think.
If we knows.
No, Rach, the double wouldn't be for 2, because she would roll off. Even if we're here, the double she would roll off. Like this one would be shot.
We gotta kick it at least. We can't be.
Yep.
What side do we know? This side's probably safer.
Yeah, normal-ish.
Shouldn't come up.
I think it's straight, but we'll err on the side of hitting it high side.
Okay, normal.
And it could be too, Vic, that that ice that Anna took was the ice that Rachel would take with her rotation, the way she throws, and so that's why they realized that Anna's won't hold there. They don't throw the same way.
This might float here, eh? It might float a bit.
I think with normal, it's going to be pretty consistent.
How are you throwing it?
Oh, she's really taken charge today, hasn't she, Emma?
Very confident, Emma Miskew.
It's nice for the skip, too.
This is a chance to win the game right here. You get this in a good spot. Anna is going to have a tough shot just to score.
Clean. Off. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Now called off. Weigel.
Really good race.
All the way back.
Brilliant.
Not far from touching that red and maybe removing it too.
It missed it. It just haired that back red.
Yeah, really good shot.
So can you play the double and squirt through? I don't think so. Don't think that port's big enough.
Watch how close this red comes from ticking it maybe all the way through.
Really good race.
It's true. Yeah, he might have kicked it out clean.
Yeah, I think you're right, Russ, though. I don't think there's enough room to wiggle in.
That's why they didn't play the double, Vic, because if they played the double, that yellow would be over far enough. You could play the double and wiggle in. Now what do? You can play the top one on the back one for one.
That's what I got too. Eventually. Sorry, Ernie said it was too long, but that's okay. You're throwing him good. Thanks.
That's the easy shot, isn't it? The one that Rachel just threw in the center line and catch the shot rock. Gonna play the draw. Yikes! That's what I meant by could be the game, because this is a very difficult draw.
Oh, she's got more ice. She's got to go out further. Her last one over curled.
Canada's hitting the 1 for sure. Very close for second shot. Oh, it's 2 for sure. Shot top edge of the 4-foot center line. That second shot down by 3. Trying to keep herself in the game. Anna Sidorova.
A lot of rotation here. That might slide that hair farther than they expect.
Kovaleva, Ezek, nothing. Nothing at all. Not a touch, not a lick, nothing. And it will slide right to the back. And hold on, now you're going to look.
Okay.
And I think they're going to measure. But from that overhead, it looks like it's 1 yellow.
It does.
Anna had to add rotation there, a very smart thing to do to try to keep it wide enough, but therefore it slid that little bit farther.
Just a great shot by Rachel's last, and it just forces Anna into a new spot. She had to go a little wider. She knew she had, like you said, Russ, to throw some rotation because her first one over curled.
And we'll wait for the point. And there it is. It'll be a steal of one more. And Canada and Rachel Homan, Emma Miskew, Joanne Courtney, and Lisa Weigel will be one win away from a gold medal in Beijing. Make the final 7-3. In a game where Canada, I think, started a little slowly, but certainly showed their perfect round-robin form.
They did. They didn't start perfect, and that's kind of been the theme all week, that they knew they could bounce back from that, and they did.
Well, it's just, what do you say? They're the best team in the world. They just have to prove it one more time.
So Canada will now wait to see who they play. They'll have Saturday off and then play on Sunday for gold in Beijing.
The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Canada celebrating a win in this 1-2 page playoff. 7-3 over Russia puts them into Sunday's gold medal game in Beijing. Canada opening with the last rock in 2. That was an opportunity missed when Rachel Homan threw it through on a draw, and you wondered what was going on. Russia played well, getting 2 right back, but then 3 steals leads to a 7-3 win, and really impressive game by Rachel Homan as they pick up the win. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. Now to wait to see who they will play for gold.
The 2017 World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Rachel Homan has put herself and Canada in position to win the first gold for Canada since 2008.
Rachel, congratulations. I'm sure you feel like there's a bit of unfinished business here at the Worlds. How does it feel to be back in the final?
It feels unbelievable. We're excited to be in the final for Canada. We're going to try our hardest, and sport, you never know what's going to happen, but we're going to battle hard for gold for Canada.
It was quite tight early on. What allowed you to kind of break free and push on for the win?
We shuffled a couple rocks around, figured out the ice, and then we were good to go and made some big shots. And I mean, ice is tough out there. There was misses by both teams. I'm glad we got to play on that. Both teams learned from that, and we might see them again.
And what would it mean to you to win gold for Canada for the first time since 2008?
Well, we're trying our hardest, that's for sure, and it would just kind of mean the world to us. We're really excited that we've made it this far for Canada and really trying to do Canada proud, and it would just be an unbelievable feeling to bring back gold.
Great, good luck.
Well, it's the only color she's missing, of course, having won bronze and silver. So Canada's through to the championship final. Russia will get that second chance in the semi. Waiting to see whether it will be Sweden or Scotland that they play against. And just a reminder, that's our next game when we join you Saturday morning at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 2 p.m. Beijing time, Saturday on TSN 1, 3, and 4, Sweden against Scotland. So Canada is on to the championship final. Till we talk with you again, thank you for joining us. The World Women's Curling Championship from Beijing, presented by Ford of Canada, here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.